Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to what they call the second season, the playoff season, the New Jersey State Interscholastic Athletic Association South Jersey Group 4 Tournament. 16 teams, all of which are playing today. The game we feature here, Millville is hosting Eastern. Both teams with pretty much identical records of 12-10. Eastern has one tie on their record. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez, and this is the second season, so everything's fresh. Now you got to win or go home, as they say.
I do have to say before, I'm impressed that you knew what every initial stood for in NJSIAA, because I sure didn't know.
Yeah, it's
what
a lot
all
of
that
years.
stood for. But yeah, this is kind of the point of the year where you toss those records out, because it doesn't matter what you did during the regular season. It's one game, win or go home at this point. And so each team's going to throw out the best that they've got on each of their lineups. So it looks like we're going to see a pretty even match game. As you mentioned, both of these teams with similar records, and just kind of looking, doing my little research before the game. These are two teams that obviously don't face off except for in tournament play. They haven't played since 2013, and it was similar situation first round of this tournament. And if you want to feel old for a second, you and anybody else watching, the last time these two teams faced, I was not even a year removed from high school. That was 2013. I was in my first year of college. I graduated college in 2016. If that makes you feel how long it's been since these two teams have faced off.
And of course, as you said, they're going with their best. Eastern's 12-10, but these records are deceptive because every team has an ace on their pitching staff, and that's what we're going to see today. The pitcher for the Eastern squad is Pat Harbach. He is their ace, so despite the record that we mentioned here, he's going to give Millville some fits. Now, Millville has been one of those teams that sometimes the offense is cranking on full gear, sometimes it's not. So hopefully the offense will get geared up against Mr. Carbach.
Yeah, and just taking a look at what Carbach has done this season, he's pitched 29.1 innings, given up 23 hits, 14 runs, only 9 of those earned. But you look at the stat that really shows what he's been able to do for this Eastern squad. He's had 35 strikeouts on the season and just 15 walks, just a little over a 2.15 ERA. So Millville really is going to have a tough test ahead of them. And I'd say pretty much Millville is also throwing out their ace pitcher, Connor Lacey. He's pitched by far the most of this Millville team. You take a look at what he's done. He's pitched the most innings and thrown the most pitches for this Millville team. The next closest pitcher to him is Garrett Shapiro, who's only thrown 525 pitches in 26.1 innings. Lacey has thrown 643 pitches in 33.1 innings. So both teams, I think, putting out pretty much their top pitchers today.
We have the number 1 versus number 1 on the mound. It's the 6th seed versus the 13th seed. Check that. 6th seed versus the 11th seed. As again, 16 teams start. There'll be one champion title next Friday. The Friday after this one, June 2nd, will be the title game of this sectional playoffs. We'll be back with the starting lineups. The game itself, stay with us here on Quinn Broadcasting. We have a dandy for you.
High school baseball.
It's live on Quinn Broadcasting.
And we are live from Mike Trout Field here in Millville, New Jersey. It's the second season, as we mentioned, the playoffs, the NJSIAA South Jersey Group 4 Tournament. 16 teams start. Only one can win a championship, and these two teams would like to be one of the two teams that at least qualify for the South Jersey sectional final next Friday, June the 2nd. Millville is the number 6 seed. They are the host team, and the Eastern Vikings are seeded 11th. Eastern is taking the batter's box first, and the very first pitch is going to be launched, and the ball, they say it drops, and it does drop.
Yep, that ball, Dick just wasn't able to quite get up on it enough as that bounced right before it went into the glove. It was a pretty clear bounce. Back umpire here had a good view of that, and Dick has to be careful there a little bit because his kind of nonchalant way of getting that in almost allowed the batter to take second there.
Yeah, he was hustling. That was Billy Bentliff who led off for the Vikings. Now we have Caleb Hom, the DH. He is the second batter. We'll get the lineups for you momentarily as we are underway. Ball gets away. Butcher throws down to second, throws it into center field, but no further advance.
He took at least 2 or 3 double clutches. I know you say double clutch, but I think he double clutched about 3 or 4 times there before he threw the ball. It looked like that ball had hit something as Hom put the bat out, but I think there's a little bit of miscommunication. They're going to meet on the mound here, Lacey and Butcher. I don't think they were in agreement on what was going on.
Yeah, Butcher reached up like he didn't know that's where the pitch was going. Technically, we have to give him a pass ball on that because his glove got a lot of the ball, but it got far enough away for Bentliff to move up to second base. And Caleb Hom now with a 1-0 count. Connor Lacey on the mound. Now that he's hit by the pitch. So not the kind of start Millville was hoping for. A single, pass ball, and now an HBP.
Yeah, and both of those pitches by Lacey weren't anywhere close to the zone. The first one was pretty high, and not sure him and Butcher were on the same page. And that one, I want to say, got him square in the back there. Did it on Hom.
So the first 2 Vikings aboard. Now again they look to bunt. The book on Eastern is they play very fundamental baseball. So you see right here in the first inning, both the second and third hitters looking to bunt the ball, trying to get runners in scoring position. Pat Carback is the pitcher, and he's batting third. Swings through that pitch. Count goes 1-1.
Took a big hack at that one as well, did Carback. And you see Rodriguez playing in still at first base. Yeager's a little bit back, kind of right behind the cutout, but Rodriguez in on the grass. I think Lacey's just shutting off the guard there. Not sure that was being a big help to him, so he'll start fresh here in this at-bat.
Left-handed hitting pitcher Carback with a 1-1 count. Pitch bouncing in.
No, he did foul that one off. So 1-2.
It's 1-2, okay.
Yeah, 1-2 the count now as Carback did try to bunt it that one, but he bunted it foul.
Okay. I thought he just squared and didn't try it, but okay.
Yeah, it looked like he had gotten a piece of that one. That's why it went off to the backstop there.
Count 1-2 strikes. Runners at first and second. Eastern mounting a rally right away. That one's launched into left field. Dick is ranging over it, gets there, puts it away for out number 1. And that is an important first out for Millville just to get that first out.
Yeah, nice job of ranging over there was Dick. Looked like that was going to be kind of between him and Hill. But Dick getting over in plenty of time. He saw Wayne Hill backing him up just in case. But good play over there by Dick. Yeah, just to get the first out of the inning, especially, with runners on first and second. Now we'll take a look at Eastern's starting lineup as we head kind of to the bottom half of their lineup.
You've seen the first 3, Bentliff, Hom, and Carback. This is Sam Winsett, the shortstop, batting cleanup. He is hit by the pitch.
And he's pretty happy about that one. We've kind of heard Eastern all day. I think we're going to have a loud bunch over there.
The rest of the lineup, Rich Iliucci, Logan Dawson, third baseman, batting 6th. Batting 7th and catching is Anthony Cataldo in the 8th spot. First baseman Spencer Haldeman, and batting 9th and playing at second base, Vinny Malillo. Gets a strike that time.
And Lacey's going to have to be real careful now. He's already hit 2 batters in the inning, and bases loaded. There's nowhere for him to put another batter.
And he gets 2 quick strikes on the batter, so that's a good encouraging sign.
Yeah, Lacey's always been one of those pitchers that doesn't really need a second to rest. He gets the ball back, and he's right back on the mound.
Lucci pops it up into a spot where Micewinkle will range over and make the catch.
Yeah, it looked like that one was going to drop in no man's land, but Micewinkle had to cover a lot of ground there, especially because Rodriguez is playing in with the bases loaded, so it was Micewinkle's ball or it was no one's ball, and that's another big out for Millville.
So 2 away, bases are loaded. Left-handed hitting, third baseman. Looks at ball 1. This is Logan Dawson.
Yeah, if Lacey can find a way out of this jam, it'd be a very encouraging sign for him.
Grounded, past Rodriguez. 1 run scores. Here comes the second one. The throw is not in time. and everybody moves up 2 bases basically. A 2-run single for Logan Dawson, and Eastern has the early lead 2-0.
Yeah, Rodriguez did all he could to dive across for that one. That went just under his glove. Allowed 2 runs to come in. That was not a bad throw in by Mulherrin either, just wasn't able to get there in time. An early 2-0 lead for Eastern. They've still got runners in scoring position.
Well, they take advantage of those 2 hit batters and the leadoff single to get 2 on the board. Strike on the outside corner. Anthony Cataldo now at the plate. Runners at second and third. 2 runs across and 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike on Cataldo. This is where you want to limit the damage. 2 runs across. You just want to get that third out. Breaking pitches popped up. Very playable. Wayne Hill says it's all mine, and he ranges over to make the catch. But a productive inning for Eastern. They get 2 hits and 2 hit batters and 2 runs across the board. The key hit, Logan Dawson's 2-run single. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Eastern 2 and Millville coming to bat.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
So Millville has its work cut out for itself early on, as that man right there, Pat Carback, has a 2-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the first inning. The Millville lineup coming up.
And this is what Millville, as we mentioned earlier on in the intro, Millville's going to have a tough test ahead of them with Carback on the mound. It's close to 40 strikeouts on the season. Millville with a pretty similar lineup that we usually see all season long. Sergio Dras will lead things off. He's the shortstop. Wayne Hill, who got his 100th career hit the game before Cedar Creek, has, I think, 101 career hits on the season now. He's in center field. Connor Lacey, the pitcher, is the number 3 batter. David Rodriguez, your normal cleanup batter, is playing first. Trevor Yeager gets the start at third base. Matt Meiswinkle will follow him up. He's the second baseman. Henry Colon gets a chance to DH today. He's been starting down the stretch. He had to sit out a little bit at the beginning of the season due to the transfer rules, but he's gotten a chance to start toward this end of the season and has come up in pretty key moments for Millville. He'll DH, though, today. Kevin Dix, your left fielder, we saw him have a couple plays out there in left field, and Caden Mulherrin will round things out for Millville. He will be the right fielder batting 9th.
So let's see if Millville can climb right back into this. Here's that clutch 2-run single under the glove of Rodriguez. So a big hit for Logan Dawson. He has the 2 RBIs that have the 2-0 score on the board. Now Millville's offense, we've seen it very interactive and very engaged in getting runs themselves. So let's see if they can come right back. Sergio draws the leadoff man.
Yeah, you want to get those runs back as early as you can, as that one comes inside on Draws. But yeah, after giving up those 2 runs, you want to try and get, if not one, both runs back as quickly as you can.
Carback's 1-0 pitch. Down low, 2-0.
Yeah, had a little heat on that one, but just couldn't hit his spot.
Two-0 offering on the way, missing once again. So the first 3 pitches out of the strike zone.
Carback's certainly not lacking any heat on his pitches, but he hasn't been able to find the strike zone, missing in almost the same spots.
3-0 offering. Charitable strike.
Draws was taken all the way, but yeah, it looked like that one might have been a little high, but Carback at least found the strike zone in that one.
Grounded to third, knocked down, and he's going to get it in time. Good play by Logan Dawson to knock it down and get it across to Spencer Haldeman.
Yeah, Dawson able to keep that one in front of him. Didn't panic at all when he deflected it. Just easily picked it up and had plenty of steps there in on draws.
There's your lineup in the outfield. The defensive alignment: Ryder Haldeman in left, Billy Bentliff in center, Rick Iliucci in right field, Logan Dawson, the third baseman, Sam Winsett, shortstop, Vinny Melillo, second base, Spencer Haldeman as at first, and the battery for the Vikings, Anthony Cataldo, rather. I knew I was going to do that. He's too close to Angelo Cataldi. We know him. And Pat Carback on the mound.
I'll tell you, these last two pitches by Carback look like they're not going to be anywhere close to the zone, and then they just curl right in. So he's got some nice breaking ball movement on these first two pitches to Hill.
2-strike offering on the way. That one sails high. One and two the count, one out, bottom of the first inning. Got him to chase another breaking pitch, and Hill is going to be retired. That play is made by Sam Winsett, the shortstop.
And I like you could hear a grunt on that one by Hill. As yeah, he did go up for that one. So 2 quick outs here from Millville. We'll see if Lacey can help himself out in the batter's box.
Connor Lacey in the left side of the batter's box trying to keep this inning alive for Millville. Pitcher versus pitcher, and the first offering from Carback. Missing outside.
And Cataldo tried to bring that one back up, but it's a little low.
One 0 offering, fouled back.
Now, hard to tell, but it looked like Lacey may have went out of his zone on that one. Looked like that one was going to be a touch high.
Carback working a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss.
Ooh.
Connor really going after that one with all authority, but did not come up with it.
And Carback again finding a way to put some heat on his pitches.
I would suspect something of an off-speed or breaking pitch on this one.
I think that one was, but it didn't catch the spot he wanted. But I'll tell you, I've seen some wicked movement on his breaking pitches. It's those that freeze you because you think they're not going to be in the zone.
2-2 the count. Outside.
Good job to hold up there by Lacey. You saw him flinch a little on the pitch, but able to work a full count here.
So we are set to see the payoff pitch from Carback. And he gets into chase. Strike three. A 1-2-3 inning for Millville here in the bottom of the first. After one inning, it's 2-0 Eastern.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Well, a solid first inning for Eastern. They got the 2 hits, including the 2-run single from Logan Dawson to lead 2-0, and then the pitcher, Pat Carback, gets the Millville Thunderbolts in order, 1-2-3. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Eastern. Spencer Haldeman, Vinny Melillo, and then the top of the order, Billy Bentliff. So Connor Lacey looking for a better fate than that first inning. 2 hits and 2 hit batters.
And you want to make sure, too, that him and Butcher are on the same page. And you take a look at Millville's defensive alignment in this one. Patrolling the outfield for the Thunderbolts, Kevin Dick in left field. Wayne Hill, the usual center fielder. Caden Mulheron out in right field. Going around the diamond, Trevor Yeager at third base. Sergio Drash, shortstop. Matt Meiswinkle, the second baseman. David Rodriguez at first. And your battery today, we've seen him for 1 inning already. Connor Lacey and Jacob Butcher.
Top of the second inning. Spencer Haldeman, the first baseman, will lead off for Eastern. Lacey's first pitch is lofted to center field. Wayne Hill doing a good job of tracking the ball and making the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch and 1 out.
And he always manages to make things look really easy out there in center field.
Vinny Melillo coming up next, the second baseman for the Vikings. Weather-wise, has been a kind of cloudy, sunny kind of day, but I think the sunshine is going to settle in for a little bit here for hopefully the rest of this game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be pretty much in the mid-70s the rest of the way. As you mentioned, the sun trying to peek out. Otherwise, a pretty nice day.
Gets him to chase one outside. Count even at 1 ball and 1 strike to Vinny Melillo. Melillo, the number 9 hitter in the Eastern lineup. Breaking pitch is lofted into left field. Dick is ranging under it, makes the catch. So a very different inning so far than the first. 2 quick outs.
Yeah, nice job by Dick out there to call that one because all 3 of him, Draws, and Hill went out for that one. When you always see a couple guys going out for the ball at once, you're just hoping somebody calls somebody off.
So the top of the order, Billy Bentliff, he singled on the first pitch of the game, scored 1 of the 2 runs. Strike is called, looked like a breaking pitch there.
Yeah, that one just caught the top of the zone. And Lacey's looking for his own 1-2-3 inning if he can get it. Ooh, I'll tell you the movement on that one.
Great movement, caught the outside corner, and he's ahead in the count 0-2. Lacey right back to work. That one sails high. Caleb Ham looking for his chance to bat. He's the DH. Should Bentliff get aboard? And looks like he's going to get his second hit. A gapper cut off by Hill. So it'll be 2 singles now for the leadoff man, Billy Bentliff. He is showing why he is in the leadoff spot.
And Bentliff, too, taking a big turn around first as well. Trying to catch the Thunderbolt defense off guard. So we know most likely he's someone who isn't afraid to run.
Well, he made the most of the count. He was down the count 1-2 and got a pitch he liked. Got his second single of the game. Hom looks at strike 1. Caleb Hom was hit by a pitch his first time up and scored right behind Billy Bentliff on the 2-run single by Dawson. That one's lofted foul and out of play to the right. So again, a quick 0-2 count.
Now this time Lacey just needs to find a way to put him away. And it'll be a pretty productive inning for him.
Billy Bentliff at first base with 2 outs, top of the second inning.
And Lacey not either happy with the pitch or just wanted a second to step off.
Caleb Hom steps back into the batter's box, facing an 0-2 count. And that hits him.
Yeah, that got him right on the elbow guard. You could hear that one pretty loud and clear.
That's one of those weird box scores. 2 plate appearances, 2 HBPs.
And that keeps the inning alive for Eastern. Nova got the first 2 outs of the inning, and now A single and a hit by batter gives them something to work with.
Pat Carback looks at a ball one. The tough thing about this inning is that Lacey's had 2 strike counts on Bentliff and Hom, and they got on base.
And we'll see if maybe it works the other way for him now. He's behind 2-0 in the count. See if maybe it'll work out for him that way.
Launched to center field, very much playable, and Wayne Hill will collect it. That'll end the inning. 1 hit, 2 runners left on base. We head to the bottom of the second. Eastern leading Millville 2-0.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Thunderbolts.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Back again for the bottom of the second inning here at Millville High School. In our poll, we often mention the whether or not you think the opponent or Millville is going to win. So far, 11 votes in, 8 votes for Millville. So they need to do some rallying if that's going to come true. We appreciate you watching and commenting on Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live. We're on YouTube Live and on Channel 22. Feel free to comment, and a quick comment on my behalf. The comments are always appreciated, whether they're positive or negative, and we dealt with a couple of negative things this past week, and we appreciate that because that way we improve our performance as well. So anything you have to say, we will look at it, and we can have you subscribe to YouTube and follow us on Facebook. These games are always a pleasure to do. And now the man who walks up to that Puerto Rican beat, if you will, David Rodriguez. Again, good movement on that pitch. So Carback is showing quite a movement on his pitches. That's what's going to make him tough for Millville as well. That one sails high.
And we mentioned the places that you can watch us again, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Like, comment, as we mentioned. Don't be afraid to share those streams as well. Rodriguez now down 1-2 in the count.
2 very effective breaking pitches from Carback. 1-2 pitch. Threw some heat that time, and it gets Rodriguez. Second straight strikeout.
You wonder why Carback has 35 strikeouts on the season? We've seen it pretty well so far.
Well, he's using the breaking pitch very effectively, and he's then throwing the heat in there. Trevor Yeager, the batter, Millville third baseman. Gets a foul tip on that one.
And when he's been able to work both the breaking pitch and the fastball, he's kind of getting these Millville hitters ahead of themselves. You see Matt Meiswinkel waiting for his chance on deck. He'd like to do it with a runner on base, I'm sure.
0-1 pitch from Carback. Popped up. Foul territory. It's going to go out of play. 2 quick strikes on Yeager. And now Carback can rely on all sorts of pitches here with a 2-strike count. That one sails high. Yeager gets to see another pitch here. 1-2 the count. Carback steps off. That one sails outside, so that one got away from Carback, and the count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lofted into center field, a hard run, and it's going to drop in for Millville's first hit. Bentliff was playing way back, and he could not chase that one down. Trevor Yeager has a 1-out single for Millville.
And a nice job of Yeager just to get the bat out on that one and ends up dropping it into that no man's land. And yeah, center fielder playing very deep on Yeager. It's likely the reason he wasn't able to get to it, but regardless for Millville, as we take another look at that one. You see, I think he got that on the end of the bat, but that allowed it to fall into that spot where neither the second baseman nor the center fielder could get it. So Matt Meiswinkle will get a chance to bat with a runner on base.
1 out in the inning for Millville. Runner at first base, Matt Meiswinkle the batter. Strike is called.
A little hard to tell, I guess, from kind of the over-the-top angle, but
0-1 the count.
ooh.
A little bit outside, perhaps.
Yeah, Cataldo tried to bring that one back in. But a nice job of Meiswinkle to wisely lay off of it.
1-1 the count on Meiswinkle. Runner at first base and 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Puts the bunt down. It's a very effective bunt. It'll get the runner to second. Play is made at first.
And had to hurry up over there, did Sam Winsett, as nobody was covering third, so some key fielding there to make sure that Yeager wasn't able to take third as well, but a nice placed bump by Meiswinkle.
And now Henry Colon will get a chance to bat here. The DH for the Thunderbolts.
And ever since he was able to join the Millville kind of starting lineup after having to wait that, I think, little over a month it was, he's been a pretty key part of this Millville offense. Made a couple nice plays out in the outfield as well. I know we remember in Vineland, I think that was his first game of the season, I believe, had that nice throw in from left field.
Strike is called on the outside.
Cologne would like to deliver another key moment here for Millville. Runner in scoring position. Millville would love to put a run up on the board in this situation. Try and cut into that deficit.
Carback sets for the 1-strike pitch, goes to second base. Getting back safely is Yeager. One-strike pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Had a little bit of extra zip on that pitch.
And a nice hack there from Cologne, but wasn't able to catch up to that one. So now he's down in an 0-2 hole.
Carback's pitch. Strikeout number 3 for the starting pitcher on the eastern side. So just the 1 hit and 1 runner left on base. We are through 2, and it's 2-0 Vikings over Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Connor Lacey set to work in his third inning, trailing 2-0. Going through the first round matchups, the number 1 seed Cherokee is going to be hosting Williamstown, the 16th seed. The number 2 seed is Vineland. The Vineland's had quite a season. They're 17-8. They just recently won the Cape Atlantic League Championship the other day against Buna. A fine game performance, 11-3 in that Cal Championship game. They broke open a 2-1 game with 4 runs to the top of the fourth. And a lot of key players for them. Yaniel Rodriguez, Xavier Cortez, Donnie Gomez, all had 2 hits and 2 RBIs. Rodriguez had a home run and a double, so he had a big game. Winning pitcher Benedetto Andrioli also got the job done. So Lacey getting set for his third inning of work. First pitch is called a strike. Sam Winsett, the batter. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. One pitch grounded past third, off the glove, and down the line. This may be a chance for a play at second. No, he wasn't close to the bag, so he's in.
And that was a heck of a throw from Kevin Dick out in left field. A perfect dart to Meiswinkle, but wasn't anywhere close to Winsett. That should have been an easy throw out.
So Winsett stands at second base. Trevor Yeager could not come up with that hot shot to third.
Yeah, that one took a bounce off his glove.
There's the bunt. That's going to move the runner to third. Throw to first is in time by Lacey. So a sacrifice bunt by Alucci. And a runner now at third base with less than 2 outs. And Logan Dawson, who's responsible for the 2 runs on the board so far for Eastern, is up. A 2-run single just under the glove of first baseman David Rodriguez. He looks at ball 1.
Yeah, this is the man you want to get out right here. You mentioned responsible for the 2 runs on the board. You want to find a way to strand that runner on third. It's going to start with not allowing Dawson to drive in another run.
Chopper towards Rodriguez. He looks the runner back to third and makes the unassisted put out. That's how you play the field right there. 3 unassisted, does not let the runner come home.
And that was probably the one spot that Dawson didn't want to put it, was right back at the first baseman. So 2 outs now in the inning. A good chance for Millville to get out of this one, but have to face the catcher here, Anthony Cataldo. He flew out to center field his first time up.
First pitch is up high. Two 2-0 the count. We have Al Ripa watching us on Facebook Live. Bill and Kath Bentliff, glad to have you with us. Viking fans, always appreciate any fans that watch, so root on your team right now because they're ahead 2-0. A chance to get a third run here if Cataldo can deliver. As we check in on the scoreboard, Central losing to Vineland. Vineland, the number 2 seed in the tournament. And they're having quite a run through that Cape Atlantic League Championship Series where they beat 3 teams, Apsagami, and they beat St. Augustine, who had beaten them earlier this year, 17-2. So that's quite a comeback to beat the Hermits. And then the 11-3 victory over Buna in Saturday's championship game. So Vineland continues to do quite well.
And Lacey now a chance to get out of the inning.
Popped up, but that's heading out of play.
And he got Cataldo to chase on the previous pitch to get him in the 2-strike count.
Coach Tony Serace watching. Glad to have you, Coach Tone. That one's launched to Hill, but he again is just going to roam right under it like it's nothing special. That'll retire the side. 1 hit and 1 man left on base. We head to the bottom of the third. Millville looking for some runs. They trail 2-0.
I just need a break. Will I have it tomorrow?
We are here to help.
Imagine
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
The opening round of the South Jersey Group 4 baseball playoffs. Millville hosting Eastern. Millville the number 6 seed, Eastern the number 11 seed. But once you get into the state tournament, all the teams that are here are quality teams, and they can definitely put together an outing. So far, through 2 innings, that is exactly what Pat Carback has done. He's limited Millville to just 1 hit and 1 base runner, struck out 3 so far. So that man right there, the top pitcher for the Eastern Vikings, getting it done through the first 2 innings.
And looking at the other side of things, Lacey had a tough first inning, hit a couple batters, and 2 runs scored in the inning. Had the bases loaded at one point, but he's kind of gotten in and out of trouble now in these past 2 innings. So now's the time for Millville to find a way to get on the scoreboard. Well, Lacey's kind of even things out on the mound, and you see right over there who's going to bat this inning for Millville. That's Kevin Dick and Jacob Butcher before we round things out to the top of the order. Or Caden Mulheron, sorry, before the top of the order. I'm used to Kevin Dick being the number 9 batter in this one. They switched things around a little bit, so let's see. Dick batting right now. We'll try to get things started for Millville.
Kevin Dick, Caden Mulheron, and then Sergio Draws, the first 3 Thunderbolts slated to hit in this bottom of the third.
Sorry, that actually did. Is that? Yeah, that's Dick. Okay, I was making sure.
Grounded to third, took a nice hop, but the play is made by Dawson, 1 out. So 1 pitch and 1 out.
And it looks like we got a bat boy now here for Millville. He comes out to grab it. First time I've seen that this season.
Caden Mulheron, the number 9 hitter, batting for the first time. Carback's pitch got him to chase that off speed.
Yeah, I think where I messed up is I forgot that Butcher was not batting today. And that Cologne was the DH, so I think that's where I got things a little mixed up.
Popped up. It's out of play. But 2 quick strikes on Mulheron. Mulheron will have to battle here, down 0-2 in the count. Oh, he went around according to the home plate umpire, so it's a 3-pitch strikeout. And strikeout number 4 for Pat Carback.
Yeah, Mulheron realized as soon as the bat went out, he was pretty frustrated with himself on the way back to the dugout. Unable to hold up on that one, but that kind of shows you what Carback's been able to throw so far in this game, that it's hard for Millville to lay off.
He's been very effective with his off-speed pitches. The ball movement is spectacular, just like that right there. Strike 1 on Draws, and then he comes in with that heater. So he's mixing up his pitches very effectively through these first 3 innings. Carback with the 0-1 pitch, and again, boy, the movement on that pitch. is amazing.
Man, you can't even say, even though there's a little bit of a breeze blowing, that's definitely him putting the movement on those pitches.
So again, ahead in the count. 0-2. Strike 3 called.
Yeah, there's nothing Dross could do on that one. He knew it.
K number 5, and that'll do it in a 1-2-3 fashion here from Millville in the bottom of the third. We head to the fourth, and Eastern's leading 2-0 on those first inning runs. So we'll be right back.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Connor Lacey set to work the fourth inning. Again, going through the first round of the South Jersey Group 4 tournament. Number 1, Cherokee hosting number 16, Williamstown. Number 9, Toms River East is playing against Kingsway, the number 8 seed. We mentioned Vineland is the number 2 seed taking on Central Regional. Last we checked, it was 4-0 Vineland in that game. The 3rd seed is Egg Harbor Township. They're taking on number 14 Toms River North. 4th seed is Lenape. Lenape always seems to be in these tournaments, no matter what the sport is. Lenape is the number 4 seed. They're taking on Cherry Hill East. Number 5 seed is Rancocas Valley. They are hosting Washington Township. The number 6 seed is right here, Millville hosting Eastern, number 11. The 7th seed, Southern Regional, is hosting Gloucester Tech. And the number 8th seed is Kingsway. They are hosting Toms River East. So that is your Sweet 16 in the tournament this year, South Jersey Group 4.
And as you mentioned, all teams playing today in the first round of the tournament. This one will be wrapped up next Friday. We'll have the championship round of the state tournament.
Yep, the quarterfinals, the winners of these first 8 games will meet on Thursday. The semifinals for the tournament are on Tuesday of next week, May 30th, and then the title game on Friday, June 2nd. Lacey tries an off-speed pitch, and that one's fouled away. First 3 batters for the Vikings, Spencer Haldeman, Vinny Malillo, and then the top of the order, Billy Bentliff.
And kind of taking a look over behind the Millville dugout, looks like we may have some action in the Millville bullpen. Unable to see who it may be, but looks like Millville might be sinking soon. But Lacey settled himself down after that first inning. Has gotten in a little bit more trouble, but has been able to find a way out of it.
Another foul out of play. I believe the count is 3-2.
I'll say I couldn't quite catch the umpires.
Chopped foul. So Haldeman battling here. Leading off the top of the 4th inning. Always glad to have you with us on the Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live. Follow us there. Subscribe to Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live as we have a single and get another 2-out hit. And Eastern has done that a few times in this game. That's another winning recipe right there. Two strike hits.
Yeah, Dross did all he could to dive over for that one, but went just past his glove.
Number 9 hitter, Vinny Malillo now stepping in, the left-handed second baseman. Puts the bunt down. This one's going to be very difficult to make any play on.
And nobody's covering
third. And how do you like that? And nobody's covering second. Mental errors all over the board on that play, and that's why small ball can be the biggest ball of the game. Great bunt, great execution.
And, I mean, that's Trevor Yeager's ball, so he made the right play going in there, but somebody's got to be covering third on that one. I have to think that's probably Draws who should have been at third, and then I'm not sure where Meiswinkle was going and why he wasn't covering second base either. And that's, of course, going to bring a meeting on the mound because that's just some – I mean, we got to be honest, that's pretty bad defense.
Yeah, nobody stayed home, basically. That's a perfect bunt, first of all. So,
and Lacey kind of got frozen too as well, but I got to think that's not his play at third either. And there was nothing Yeager could do at that point once the runner went to second either.
Well, that's why you practice rotations, and right there was no rotation. And now the number 8 and 9 hitters getting to second and third, and all Billy Bentliff has done today is single twice, the leadoff man.
And so Eastern with a pretty good chance here. No outs in the inning. 2 runners in scoring position. Eastern with a chance to blow this one open.
First pitch by Lacey is called strike 1.
And I'm wondering if Millville thinks Bentliff is going to try a suicide squeeze here. Because everyone's in. Well, we're in on the corners because of the bases loaded, but they all ran in as if he was going to put out the bunt.
Popped up, out of play. 2 quick strikes on Bentliff.
And this is the thing here. If Bentliff gets anything off the corner of the bat with the Millville offense in, he might be able to find a place out there.
Millville's trying to cut anything off at the plate. Bentliff's already 2 for 2. Launches it to center field. Hill will track it down. The runner's tag. The throw from center field is offline. So it's a sacrifice fly for Bentliff, and it's 3-0 for Eastern. Staying at second base, Vinny Melillo.
Yeah, Haldeman did a good job there getting right back onto third base for the tag, and Hill definitely put the power on that one, but was a little bit too much power.
So a runner at second base, 1 out, 1 run in, 3-0 Eastern leads here in the top of the 4th. That one's launched within the infield. David Rodriguez calling for it, makes the catch, I believe, in foul territory.
Yeah, that one carried quite a bit over into foul territory. Rodriguez had to watch out for the first base bag on that one as well, but able to make the play.
You know, you almost have to feel good if Millville gets out of this with just allowing the 1 run the way this inning started. But we'll see. Pat Carback a chance to help himself here. Yeah. That pitch sails way out high and outside.
Yeah, I think Lacey just lost the grip on that one. That was one of those you knew was out of the zone right away.
Carback has flied out twice to left and center field.
And we get a third fly out.
Well, we get a ground ball and an 0-2 count. Again, many batters have been in 2-strike holes here for Eastern, but they've managed to get 3 runs across. That one's going to be a tight spot, and it's going to fall fair just inside the left field line. The throw coming up the line and heading into second base is Pat Carback. So an RBI base hit for the starting pitcher, and it's now 4-0.
Carback doing what he can on both the mound and in the box, helping out his own cause. Gets an RBI, puts Eastern up 4-0. We'll get a pinch runner here. I don't know that I ever see a number 99
it's Wayne Gretzky
in baseball, but I don't have a 99.
Well, let's see if we can find a 99 here.
And we don't have a 99 on the roster from Eastern, so.
Okay, well, courtesy runner now at second base.
Now they'll just get Carback back in the dugout.
And another hit batter, Winsett. He was hit for the second time. So 4 hit batters, 2 times each for Caleb Hamm and now Sam Winslet.
I think you have to wonder how much longer Vimiani's going to leave Lacey out there. It looks like he's going to try and let him get out of this inning.
So Winset has a double and has been hit twice by pitches. Strike is called on Rich Ilucci. He's 0 for 1, a sacrifice bunt his second time up, and an infield fly to second. Good off speed.
Yeah, he wasn't anywhere close to that pitch.
Lacey Coxon delivers, and nicely timed by Sergio Draws to make the catch in the third out of the inning. But it's another prosperous one. The 8-9 batters getting aboard and coming around to score. 3 hits in the inning, 2 runs, and 2 men left on base. Bottom of the fourth coming up, and Eastern is in control 4-0.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Well, not too much to cheer about if you're a Millville fan. I know we have some Eastern fans in the crowd. Always glad to have anybody from any of the schools here watching games with us. Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live, and on Channel 22. Glad that you're catching our streaming abilities, and we ask you to, of course, subscribe to YouTube Live for Quinn Broadcasting and follow us on Facebook. Quinn Broadcasting is the site, so feel free to join us for all of that activity. Yeah, we mentioned Bill and Kath Bentliff earlier. They're Viking fans, and we appreciate giving you the broadcast. They are thanking us for being on board here, and I know that they are enjoying so far these first 4 innings.
Yeah, they've had a lot to cheer about, especially what I'm going to assume we've got some relation to Billy Bentliff here.
Yeah, he's been a star of the game. 2 hits, sacrifice fly, a run scored, an RBI. He's having himself a good game from the leadoff spot for the Vikings. Bottom of the fourth, Wayne Hill, first pitch chopping. And again, another fine defensive play. They are just making all the plays, not only getting the hits and everything, but they are playing their field very well.
And Logan Dawson's handling himself pretty well over there at third base. Has made a couple real nice plays. I think he's had at least 3 over there.
Yeah, he knocked down one where he just stayed calm and made the throw to first base after knocking the ball down. He actually has 4 assists on the day. Also fielded a bunt attempt that got an out. Pitch outside.
I'll tell you, Cataldo really trying to frame that one.
Connor Lacey struck out his first time up. That one's way outside. 2-0 the count. Carback's 2-0 pitch. Fouled away. Very fine pitcher for the Eastern Vikings. Again, doing a good job of mixing up his pitches. Really throwing some good off-speed stuff. Finding his way to break those pitches over the plate where it counts. Swing and a miss, 2-2.
And Lacey was well behind that heater. That's the thing the Carback's been able to do, is fool Millville with the off-speed and then heat it back up with his fastball. He's got a lot of them off guard here.
2-2 offering on the way. And Connor Lacey swings through that one. 6 strikeouts now for Carback. So Pat Carback We thought he was their number one pitcher, and I think he's showing just why he might just be their number one pitcher on the Eastern Viking staff. 2 quick outs here. 7 straight men retired now by Carback. That one's going to go foul to the left. David Rodriguez struck out swinging his first time up.
And Millville starting to run out of time here in the bottom of the fourth here. Down 4-0. Only 1 hit in the game so far. They've really been unable to solve Carback at all. And they're going to have to find a way to do something quick if they want to find a way back in this.
That 1 hit is Millville's only base runner as well. And as I say that, David Rodriguez takes the pitch to the back.
You ever seen someone so happy to get hit with a pitch? I know he wasn't happy the last game we did. I think he got hit twice in that one, but took that one right in the back and pretty big smile on his face.
Again, only the second base runner for Millville so far in this game, and we are in the bottom of the fourth.
And 2 outs in the inning, so Millville's going to have to do work with those 2 outs if they want to make anything happen.
Trevor Yeager with Millville's only hit of the day. Now, he checked or did he not? Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah, that was a close one for Yeager. Maybe gets the benefit of the doubt there.
I think that's pretty much what I would say. Yeager blooped his single into no man's land. His first time up into just shallow center field. As we see the update on the score, Vineland leading Central. Central has put 2 runs on the board, and they are just about halfway through that game. Vineland 4, Central 2. So the Fighting Clan still ahead, the number 2 seed in the South Jersey Group 4 tournament. Strike is called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carback with 6 strikeouts. You wouldn't mind getting number 7 right here on this pitch. Bouncing in, that's going to allow Rodriguez to scoot on to second base uncontested.
Yeah, Cataldo didn't know where that one had gone, which allowed Rodriguez a pretty easy pass into second base.
David stands at second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. Millville down 4-0. They need a 2-out rally here. Something to spark the offense. Up the middle, deflected by Carback, and it's dropped by the shortstop, no play.
And they check on Rodriguez over at third, thinking maybe he took too wide of a lead, but it almost looked like it was going to be a really fancy play off the glove of Carback to Winsett, but Winsett maybe tried to hurry up a little too much.
Yep. He had a possible play, but then he could not gain a grip on the ball as he tried to throw to first base. It would have been a close play.
So big moment here for Meiswinkle. Runners on the corners. Millville threatening to put that first run on the board, but with 2 outs, he's going to have to get it, likely via a hit.
Again, trying to pull that ball in, but it's called a ball. Trying to frame that pitch. Anthony Cataldo, he's tried to do that a few times. All catchers try to do that. Sometimes they get them, sometimes they don't. 2-0. Meiswinkle sacrificed his first time up.
We're getting a chance to see what Carback is like out of the stretch. Hasn't really had to face anything with Millville runners on base, so see if that can get Millville to knock him off balance a little. But that pitch doesn't really tell me that he's phased at all.
No, he fired that one in for strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Millville runners on the corners. Coming in now and making the catch, the right fielder. That's Rich Galucci, and that'll end the threat by Millville here in the fourth. They do get 1 hit, 2 men left on base. We are through 4 innings of play, And the Eastern Vikings enjoy a 4-0 advantage.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mint.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Connor Lacey remains on the mound for the Thunderbolts as we head to the top of the 5th inning. The visitors from Eastern High School enjoying a 4-0 advantage. A pair of 2-run rallies, one in the first and then one in the fourth. And they've done it in opposite ways. The first 2 men of the game got on base for Eastern. They wound up scoring. Then in the 4th inning, the number 8 and 9 hitters reached base on what we have to rule a hit on a bunt and a rotation play that just wasn't there for Millville. A leadoff single by the number 8 hitter Spencer Haldeman. The bunt that was perfect by Vinny Malillo, but it was placed in a spot where they were going to give him a hit anyway. And then all the bases were uncovered, so it wound up being an infield double if you want to be technical. It's only going to count as a single.
Yeah, it's a single with,
but
I
both
don't know.
runners moved 2 bases.
I don't know how many errors you can put in one play, but.
Well, mental. They weren't physical.
Yeah. It was just some miscommunication on the base paths for Millville. Connor Lacey's still in the game for Millville. There is still bullpen action. If my eyes are any good, which they're not, I believe that's Brady Middlecoff warming up for Millville. So I have to think a pretty short leash here for Lacey.
1 ball and 1 strike to Logan Dawson. He had the 2-run single in the first inning that went right under the glove of David Rodriguez into right field. And
I tell you, that scared me for a minute when I look back.
Dawson has also grounded out to first base. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. It'll be Dawson, Cataldo, and Haldeman, the first 3 batters for the Vikings. Count now goes full, 3-2. Payoff pitch from Connor Lacey. Fouled away. We'll do it all over again.
Yep, these are now all important batters here for Lacey. It's already down 4-0 now. Just a couple innings left in this one, so.
Dawson yanks it into the gap, right center field. That one's going to find some room. It's going to be at least 2 unless Hill can gun him down, and he does not. Well-placed stroke by Logan Dawson, his 2nd hit of the game. It's a leadoff double to right center. So he stands at second base, halfway around to scoring the 5th run of the game as we take a look at it. He got a good piece of this ball, and he drilled it.
Yeah, that was probably, it looked like a mistake pitch. Lacey was right down the middle. Yeah, just caught that gap between Hill and Mulherron out there. Hill doing a nice job getting to it.
And we have a balk called.
Yeah, and Lacey's not happy with Butcher back behind the plate. But, yeah, I think they need to have another talk.
Meanwhile, the batter will go talk to the third base coach for final instructions. Anthony Cataldo is 0 for 2. Both times he put the ball in the glove of Wayne Hill in center field.
And just like that, Eastern already another chance to add to their 4-0 lead.
That one's going to find some green in right field. And coming home excitedly Logan Dawson, he gave a primal grunt as he was halfway down the line, and it's 5-0 Eastern.
And not Millville could do there as Femiani's going to come out, and I have to think that's going to do it for Lacey on the mound.
An RBI single by Anthony Cataldo, and a 5-0 lead for the Vikings. Pitching change for the Thunderbolts. Now they put the ball in the hands of Sergio Draws.
Yeah, that's... Millville did have someone warming up in their bullpen, but yeah, Draws is taking off the wrap. And
there's that little slice of a hit to right field.
So yeah, it looks like Draws is going to move from shortstop to the pitcher's mound. See if Lacey, if we're just going to have a swap, it looks like if Lacey trying to see if he's going to short or third.
Now, Connors played third a good part of the season, so I wonder if they'll move Yeager to shortstop.
Yeah, but kind of, I think, an interesting decision by Millville to put in a pitcher that, I mean, I know he's been playing, but he's not exactly going to get as many warm-up pitches as he would have if he was able to throw. Now, maybe he did while Millville was up to bat, but I think an interesting decision here for Millville to put Draws on the mound.
Well, Easterns come in. They scored 2 runs in that first inning, got their first 2 men on base, got the quick 2-0 lead on the 2-run single by Logan Dawson. Then Logan Dawson comes around and doubles to lead off this inning, comes up scoring on the RBI single by Cataldo. In the previous half inning, again, first 2 men getting on base, Haldeman and Melillo, the 8 and 9 hitters, and the sacrifice fly by Billy Bentliff, who's had himself quite a game, 2 for 2 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. And then a blooping single by the pitcher, Pat Carback, to also aid in that 2-run 4th inning. So Eastern's doing all those little things and getting things done on the bases.
Yeah, it's that kind of small ball we're seeing a little bit. And obviously they've gotten a little bit of help, a couple batters. I think we had at least 3 hit batters so far in this game. So Millville kind of given some free passes as well as some defensive miscues as well have kind of aided in this one for Eastern. But Eastern pretty decidedly ahead right now, 5-0 here in the top of the 5th, and no outs in the inning. As they'll try to continue this one, we'll see what Draws is able to do, if he's able to shut down this Eastern offense. Hasn't been easy, that's for sure.
Well, you want to get outs. That's the number one thing you want to do. The first 2 men have reached base, the double, and then the RBI single. So 1 run across, a 5-0 lead for the 11th seeded Eastern Vikings.
Yeah, so it is going to be Lacey moving to third and Yeager to short. Draws coming in to pitch for Millville, who's pitched a little bit this season. Not exactly Millville's typical pitcher, but take a look at a little bit of the work he's been able to do for Millville this season. And as you mentioned, really, it's just outs that they want him to get on the mound to just keep things where they're at. Draws leads pretty much in all offensive categories for Millville, but taking a look at what he's done on the mound, that one's fouled away.
Yep, out of play. 2 quick strikes on the batter, Spencer Haldeman.
Draws has thrown just over 7 innings this year. It hasn't exactly gone well for him.
There's your defensive changes as well. Lacey at third and Yeager moving to shortstop.
Yeah, but Draws got up 6 hits, 11 runs, walked 9, but he has struck out 11.
Just got a piece of it. They're going to send the runner back. He thought that might have been some kind of pass ball or something. He's going to dash back to first base.
And I think what's been impressive for Draws is throwing 7 innings. He struck out 11 batters, and he has a chance to add another to his total right here.
He almost got the strikeout there, but Haldeman just got a piece of it. 0-2 count. Checks his swing. 1-2 the count on Spencer Haldeman. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored.
And that was a pretty tough pitch as well, I think, to lay off of. So it was close down there, but
1-2 pitch grounded to second. They flip to second for 1. The throw across is not in. Well, he's off the bag, I think is what they're going to call him.
And Fimiani's going to come out and share his thoughts about the call. Yeah, hard to tell, but it looked like Rodriguez had the bag to me.
Let's see if we'll have a replay on that because...
yeah, well, the umpires are at least going to talk about it.
Okay, the umps are going to discuss this. As of right
they're
now...
going to discuss it pretty quickly.
That was quick, yeah.
And I think the home plate umpire agreed that Rodriguez got pulled off the bag, but at least live it didn't look that way, but
Let's take a look, yep. Good play by Meiswinkle to make the flip to second. Yeager threw that, and he was, you know what? He did look like he was off the bag.
Yeah, that foot kind of was up and down, it looked like, so not much you can do now, but it's one of those tailor-made double plays that Millville was just unfortunate enough to not make. I think that throw ended up being a little high on Rodriguez, which is kind of why his foot came off the bag.
1-0 the count to Vinny Malillo. A bunt single and a flyout. 1 for 2. He has scored a run. Now ahead in the count 2-0.
Yeah, pretty obvious what he's trying to do here. Move the runner over to second, but both pitches he's seen so far haven't been anywhere close for him to bunt.
Throw to first. Not in time. Gross checks the runner, who's got a decent lead at first base. Strike is called as Malillo faked the bunt. 2-1 the count.
And not sure if he just didn't like that pitch or he's not actually going to bunt. But see Lacey playing in on the grass there at third. Rodriguez holding the runner on base. You see him with a pretty good lead. Couple steps off the bag.
Draws comes to the plate. That one's yanked to right field. Is that one going to find some room? It gets past the right fielder. Mulheron could not make the catch. The throw is into second. But since there was less than 2 outs, the runner at second, Halderman, he was at first base. Let me get that straight. He got to third base, so he had to wait to see if that ball was going to be caught before he started running.
Nice job by Draws, though, to back up that throw into Yeager because that one had gotten away from him, not allowing Halderman to come in by backing that one up. But again, Eastern, with less than 2 outs in the inning, 2 runners in scoring position, looking to add some more.
And the top of the order up. Strike is called. Billy Bentliff, 2 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, an RBI, and a run scored. 2 singles in the game.
Up again, Millville playing in on all sides, trying to cut anything off at the plate.
That one's going to find some green again. Just a good piece of hitting by Bentliff, and he knocks in a run. Here comes the second run, and I don't think anybody knew that was coming quickly. Throw to second. Safe there.
Yeah, again, Millville just unaware of the situation, and Mulheron kind of took his time getting that one in. I don't know if he thought the runner was going to go, and no one let Rodriguez know that the runner was going.
Well, I think the runner started going a little bit later than you would think. That's the thing. He stopped at third, and then he just kept going. So Bentliff winds up at second base, 2 RBIs on that, and he's 3 for 3 on the day with 3 ribbies. Here's that play again. Not gonna. He's already gone to.
he flipped over there a second.
Malillo doing a little acrobatic routine over the home plate area. Ball bouncing in, and that'll move Bentliff to third.
I think we have a pretty good idea at who our star of the game might be in this one.
Yep. We have 2 potentials, that's for sure. So Bentliff moves up to third base on the wild pitch. There's still only one out, 3 runs across for the Vikings so far. That one's lofted into right field, out of play. Just kept curling and curling till it was out beyond the fence. Two balls, 1 strike. That one's fouled away. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sergio draws in relief of Connor Lacey here in the 5th inning. Two-two offering. Grounded towards second. Rodriguez cuts it off, and nobody's going to get the out.
Yeah, I don't.
And on top of that, there you see that slap-happy Bentliff crossing the plate.
Yeah, Millville's coming apart at the seams on the defensive end. I'm not sure why Rodriguez decided to cut that one off, unless he didn't realize that Meiswinkle was there. It almost turned into an acrobatic play. As you see here, no one covering, and it almost actually worked out for Millville, but heads-up base running by Eastern makes this an 8-0 lead, and nothing is going right for Millville anymore.
No, they've made several non-very good plays defensively today. And credit Eastern for putting the ball in play in some good spots as well. That was a good piece of hitting, actually, by Han. He went the other way with it and winds up getting himself a hit and an RBI. Ball's outside. Next pitch on the way, down low. Pat Carback is 1 for 3. He's got an RBI single. Throw to first, not in time. That's in the hole, and that's going to go through. Hom is going to circle around to third. The throw is off the line, and that's going to move the runner to second base. Eastern's just putting on a clinic, folks.
And they're doing a really good job on the base paths. A good job of going first to third there was Hahn. And able to take second on that was Kerback, as again we'll have the pinch runner. And if I had really good eyes, I could see the name on the back of his jersey as you look at that one. Placed right past the glove of Meiswinkle. And because of Mulheron's throw, Kerback able to take second, as they'll get Kerback out for the pinch runner. And we'll have another meeting on the mound here. And that is going to do it for draws, as now Brady Middlecoff will come in, and that's actually going to take draws out of the game. Well, we'll see how that works out, because if so, that's a pretty big bat out of Millville's lineup.
Well, also, it's 8-0, and the 9th and 10th runs are in scoring position. We are in the top of the 5th, and if they get 2 more runs across and Carback continues to dominate on the mound, we may have a mercy rule game.
Well, I'll tell you something. Jaws was getting a hugs as he came off, so I have to take it. That's going to do it for him with Millville. And obviously a tough way for him to go out there. Kind of did all he could there, coming in from short to the mound, and just kind of tough for him there as, Brady Middlecoff taking the mound now for Millville. He was warming up a bit, and who I thought was going to come in away for Lacey, but they give Draws the chance there, and Middlecoff with still 1 out in the inning and 2 runners in scoring position, and Yeah, 2 more runs on the board for Eastern, and we're in mercy rule territory. Middlecoff just has to find a way to get 2 more outs.
Again, if those 2 runs score, then Eastern would be in the mercy rule protocol here, should Millville not score in the bottom of the 5th. So Middlecoff will try to keep those 2 men from scoring. There's only 1 out in the inning. Sam Winsett will be the next batter. He's been hit by 2 pitches and doubled, so he's 1 for 1 officially. So Eastern's come in and done everything well. They got the great pitching so far from Pat Carback. They've gotten timely hits throughout the lineup, including the bottom of the lineup as well. And, of course, they're playing very good defense. All those elements are, and the small ball, the bunting game has been effective for them as well.
Yeah, we talk about that things weren't going right at all for Millville, and pretty much everything is going right for Eastern. Whether you look at their pitching, their batting, their fielding, kind of everything. Their base running especially has really keyed them in this one. And
strike on the outside corner.
A chance to add 2 more with runners in scoring position. And Millville playing in again on the infield, trying to cut anything off.
And 2 quick strikes now on Winsett.
Yeah, 2 really nice pitches there from Middlecoff. Yeah, Middlecoff was ready to throw that pitch, but the batter wasn't ready for it.
That one's lofted to left field. Actually hit pretty well. Going back, and it is off the fence. They had to wait for that ball to drop before they move up, so only 1 run will wind up scoring, but that'll be a double by Winsett, and again, another 2-strike hit. That's another thing that Eastern has done time and time and time again.
And Kevin Dick had no idea where that ball was out in left field. He was all kinds of turning around. And you know, playing in the outfield, once you get switched around, you're going to have a pretty hard time making the catch there. And by the time Dick got back to the walls, we'll see here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see how much he turns and twists. But yeah, he's going one way, goes the other. And just actually almost made the catch, too, which would have been the most impressive part of that. But never works out well for you when you get yourself turning around.
Well, Eastern has batted around now as Ilucci's now at the plate. 1 sacrifice to his credit. He's 0 for 2 otherwise. Pitch bounces in. Good block. Butcher keeps it in front of him.
Still just 1 out in the inning again. Essentially the same situation we just had. Runners in scoring position on 2nd and 3rd.
Popped up but out of play.
Another 2-strike count here. Seems like, as you mentioned, that's where Eastern's done almost all their damage, is with 2 strikes.
Inside. Pitch to Ilucci. Strike 3 is called. Although he pointed at the batter. And I guess he said he did not check his swing, is what the umpire's saying.
Yeah, I was a little confused on what was going on there, because Ilucci certainly thought he was still up to bat, but first strikeout for the Millville pitching staff today. It's probably one of the only good things that's gone right for them on the defensive end.
Well, this is the man that started it all in a few ways. That ball is going foul and out of play to the left. Logan Dawson is 2 for 3. He's got the 2-run single that got Eastern on the board in the first inning. And he led off this inning with a double, came around to score. Swings hard and misses.
You could hear the power he was trying to put on that swing. So he's trying to add some more RBIs to his name.
2 quick strikes.
He's finding a way to get that third one that Millville's been unable to do.
1-2 the count.
Didn't catch it there, but over at second base there, Winstead almost kind of lost his footing there as he had to scurry back to second.
That ball is foul.
Yeah, Kevin Dick's going to give it a look, but that one's well out of play.
Same spot. This one, is it not going to go out? Yes,
That's
it does
going to
go out.
just, yeah, look like just behind the Eastern dugout.
So Dawson giving himself a few extra pitches to look at.
And I think we need a couple more baseballs here. The umpire's asking if any of those foul balls can come back in.
Yeah, nobody has the ball yet, so we'll wait to get a ball in play. Here it is. Middlecoff will go back on the hill, trying to prevent that 10th run from scoring. He's got a favorable count here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2.
I'll tell you, our pinch runner here is really getting himself a lead off of third base. As Lacey's not holding him on at all. He almost fell over coming back. But
99.
You see how many steps he takes off this bag. He's halfway to home plate.
That one's hit to center field. That's going to be a hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second one. Hill is going to throw it to the backstop. And into second base will go Logan Dawson. 4 RBIs on the day for that man. 3 hits, 2 doubles, a single, 2 runs scored. We're almost getting to the point where everybody's a star of the game for Eastern right here.
Yeah, it's hard to really pick now with the amount of players that have really helped Eastern out. I mean, Logan Dawson's made a pretty good name for himself. So one of our stars of the game, Billy Bencliffe as well, has led off pretty well from Millville. And on the pitcher's mound, I mean, Pat Carback obviously has done everything that Eastern's asked of him on the mound. But yeah, a lot of these players are making a good case for themselves. It's still only, now 2 outs in the inning. We are in mercy rule territory. Millville's would have to put, at this point, 2 runs up in the inning to keep this one going, but we'll see where that lands. Eastern still has a chance to add more.
2 outs, 7 runs across now for Eastern in this inning. Grounded past the third base bag. Rounding third, heading for home. The throw by Dick is not in time. The throw to second. It's just a merry-go-round today, and it's all blue and maroon.
Yeah, everyone's pretty much just changing places on the field. RBI double. Now makes this a 12-0 game as we'll have another pinch runner here with, of course, another number that we don't have. So take a look at that. It was under the glove of Lacey. Kevin Dick. Nice power on the throw, but yeah, Butcher had to come up and closer play at second, but able to get in there.
Yeah, that was a single, and the runner takes second base on the throw. Anthony Cataldo has 2 hits and 2 RBIs now from the 7-hole in Eastern's lineup. I think if we could get a name for 99, he's back on second base.
Well, not 30. It's 33 now.
33?
Yeah, 99 came around to score already.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the one who ran for Carback. Try and see if we can get at least somebody's name on the base, man.
Strike 1 on Spencer Haldeman. He is 1 for 3. He has scored twice. He started the 2-run 4th inning for Eastern. with a leadoff single. Pitch bouncing in, and again, Eastern not cheating itself, trying to get those extra bases. The pinch runner coming way off the bag after the ball was bounced into the turf.
Yeah, they definitely haven't been shy on their leads at all. As Butcher was pretty emphatically trying to tell Middlecoff not to throw the pitch. But hard to pick out anything that's gone wrong for Eastern this one. I think everything's pretty much been in their favor.
Breaking pitch. And it's dropped at second base. Here comes the runner to the plate, and they're actually going to get an out on the relay. So the error allows the base runner to reach base, but on the relay to the plate, they cut off the pinch runner, and that'll finally bring an end to this inning. So we watch. Well, we're going to get a little bit of a delay in the actual play, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 runs in the inning. 9 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left.
Yeah, this one kind of bounced up on Meiswinkle, and a nice there to be able to gut him down there at home plate. And yeah, the aggressiveness of Eastern kind of bit them right there, but I mean, at that point, I don't know that it mattered. So they had put up 8 runs in the inning. Now up 12-0, so it is mercy rule territory. Millville's got to put up 3 runs to keep this one going. But you take a look at that. Eastern up 12-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. But we'll keep you here as we watch Carback try to close this one out here for Eastern.
He's only allowed 2 hits. He's not walked anyone. He hit 1 batter. And that's been it. 3 base runners in the game for Millville. 2 hits, both of them by Trevor Yeager, by the way. One of them actually bounced off the pitcher right there. Carback couldn't try to field it, but he deflected it to his shortstop, and then the shortstop could not make the play to first. So both hits are by Trevor Yeager today for Millville. The hit batter was David Rodriguez, and that has been all the base runners for Millville through 4 innings.
So Henry Colon, the DH, is going to start this inning off for Millville. And you never say never, but Millville's got a lot of work cut out for them if they want to try and keep this game going. And that man right there will be the one to start it off.
They need to score 3 runs in this inning, or Eastern will gain the victory. And I really can't pick on too much except for that extraneous play that made the 3rd out of that 5th inning for Eastern that they've done wrong today.
Yeah, it's really hard to pick out anything. As we kind of mentioned, everything's gone right for Eastern, and it's been the opposite for Millville, where, I don't know, you can pick out any positives of what Millville's been able to do, aside from maybe the fact that Trevor Yeager's got 2 hits in the game for them.
Colon lashes it to right field. It is in foul territory. He hit it a long way, but about, 6 feet foul.
Yeah, Colon certainly put a drive into that one, but just got out ahead of it.
So 1 strike on the batter. Colon struck out his first time up. Ooh. Again, good movement on those pitches.
And Colon stepped back because he thought that was going to be inside, but he nodded his head like, yep, I just stepped out of the way of a really nice pitch.
2 quick strikes and a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7 for Pat Carback.
So Kevin Dick will be next up to bat. Trying to make anything happen for Millville here.
Well, if Carback gets through this inning in a 1-2-3 fashion, Millville will only have batted through the lineup, their own lineup twice. 18 batters.
That's about as good as you could probably get.
Sails high. Kevin Dick grounded out to third base his first time up. Logan Dawson made the play.
You almost want to see what Carback would be able to do through a full 7 innings, but I think he'd like to just end this one now.
Oh, he's 2 outs away. One the count. That one might have been low, but Kevin Dick fouls it off at the plate.
Yeah, he really went down for that pitch, and that's honestly kind of what you get at this point in the game when you're trying to make anything happen, is you're swinging at anything you think you can get a piece of.
So he's in the hole.
And we do always appreciate Mike Latour checking in with us. He says, let's go Bolts. He's always got that Bolts attitude. Always enjoy him on the broadcast. Always enjoy broadcasting the basketball games as well. And I believe, if I saw earlier, I think the golf team had a pretty big game today, or match today, I guess you should say.
That pitch might have been outside. It hooked a little bit, but Kevin Dick chased it, and that's back-to-back strikeouts. Strikeout number 8 for Carback. And Millville's last hope rests in number 7, Caden Mulheron. Chopper, this is going to be a tough play, but Dawson makes it to throw. There you have it. He made all but maybe one play. That third base corner handled very nicely by Logan Dawson, who also handled the bat pretty well. And Eastern cruises to a 12-0 victory as Coach Fumiani and his Bolts just did not have it going today. Just 2 hits, both by Trevor Yeager and the hit batter David Rodriguez. That was their offense.
Yeah, it was just a tough day kind of at the plate for Millville especially, and that all goes to the credit of Pat Carback, who just carved his way through that Millville offense, as Eastern will be moving on in this one with the 12-0 victory. And kind of take a look at what they did throughout the game. We'll kind of tally things up in a little bit and figure out maybe who our stars of the game will be, because we got a couple pretty big choices here.
Yeah, they will take on the winner of the Egg Harbor Township Toms River North game. Egg Harbor Township, the number 3 seed, and Toms River North is the number 14th seed. So we'll see if that result comes in. We do note the only result that we have is not a final. Last time we checked, Vineland was defeating Central 4-2 in the middle innings. But a pretty decisive effort by those men right there. They got contributions from everybody, to be honest with you, and they put this game away with an 8-run 5th inning to invoke the mercy rule here, 12-0. So we'll total up some things here.
And just before we kind of check out, we mentioned that the Millville golf team had their own championship today. We found out that Bolts golfer Owen Gilson won the Cumberland County Championship today. So Mike Latour letting us know the good job that his boys did over there.
Well, even after the game, Eastern showing some excitement there, still hustling as much as they can as they do their post-game routine. Again, we'll total up the numbers and decide which of the stars of the game, and there are many to choose from. Eastern, a 1 through 9 lineup that just did everything right, and defensively, and their pitching was exquisite. So we'll be back with the stars of the game in just a moment.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a nonprofit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
I just need a break. Will I have it tomorrow?
We are here to help.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find Him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find Him. That's by personal experience with Him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to Him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Well, the men in blue right there got the job done today. They are winners of a 12-0 Mercy Rule game in the opening round of the state tournament, South Jersey Group 4. They did just about everything right. They got the lead right off the bat, a leadoff single, a hit by batter, and then a 2-run single by Logan Dawson. And as it turned out, that would have been all that the Eastern Vikings would need today because their pitching was superb. Pat Carback pitching 5 innings via the Mercy Rule, and he had himself a game where he struck out 8, did not walk anybody, allowed 2 hits and hit 1 batter, and that was about all that went wrong in terms of the pitching. And the defense did the job. Logan Dawson at third base made a lot of key plays, and Eastern just showed how baseball should be played. I would have to say they put on a clinic today.
Yeah, and you can't even say they put on a clinic at just one spot. It was pretty much all over the field, whether it was offense, defense, pitching. Kind of name anything they did, and it was all right. And you look at the opposite side of things for Millville, where everything went right for Eastern, everything went wrong for Millville, whether it was up to bat in the field, just a lot of defensive miscues or miscommunications. But credit to Eastern as well for being aggressive on the base paths as well, because I think maybe that played into the heads of Millville a little bit, where they were using that aggressiveness, taking big leads, taking extra bases, and aside from maybe that last out, well, that point didn't really matter. You had 12 runs up on the board at that point, but I mean, there's a lot of players we could talk about in this one. We'll have a couple of them up in just a little bit of kind of getting the job done for Eastern and a pretty convincing victory for them.
Okay, again, the 2-0 lead. They got 2 more runs in the 4th inning, and their number 8 and 9 hitters got that rally started with back-to-back singles, including a bunt single where Millville just didn't cover any bases, as you recall. And again, Eastern ran amok, if you will, but they had every right to. Nobody was covering bases. So they got those 2 runs mainly on the work of their bunting game, their hitting game, and an RBI single from Pat Carback, who finished the day 2 for 4. I mean, we can go down the roster here. The 8-run 5th inning was the really, I won't say disaster inning, but for Millville it was. 8 runs on 9 hits. So Eastern really put it together in the 5th inning to run away with this one and just totaling up some things. Billy Bent lived 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs. Caleb Hom 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, scored 2 runs, 2 for 4. The winning pitcher, Pat Carback, 2 for 2. Sam Winsett, the shortstop, he went 2 for 2, was hit by 2 pitches as well, so he was on base 4 times. Logan Dawson, he got the scoring started with his 2-run single in the 1st. He finished 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs. The number 7 hitter, Anthony Cataldo, 2 for 4. Number 8 hitter, Spencer Haldeman, 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. And the number 9 hitter, 2 for 3, 2 runs scored. So you go right up and down this lineup, and the Vikings got it done today.
Yeah, and that's why it's so hard for us to pick out kind of our stars of the game, but I think we're going to go get them because Eastern looks like they're ready to get up on out of here. So
we'll take a break right now and try to get you some stars of the game because Eastern really put it together. 12-0 final. We'll be back in just a moment.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as a Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
I just need a break. Will I have it tomorrow?
We are here to help.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
In South Jersey, we do things our own way. We say things out loud, face things head on, and never back down. And that's how we fight cancer. With the most advanced diagnostics, leading-edge technology, and a team of doctors who know how to treat your cancer. And most importantly, we do it right here at the Frank and Edith Scarpa Cancer Center, Vineland, and the Leading Edge Cancer Center, Mullica Hill.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find Him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find Him. That's by personal experience with Him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to Him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
We're back here at Mike Trout Field. A very solid 5-inning performance by the Eastern Vikings today as they win their opening round game of the South Jersey Group 4 playoffs by the score of 12-0. We may as well lead off our start of the game show with the leadoff batter for Eastern because, Billy Bentliff, you got things started. I have you as a 3-for-3 day, 3 RBIs. Anybody would take that for sure, but the fact that you guys got the 2-0 lead, the leadoff single, then Caleb got hit by the pitch, another hit by pitch, and then Logan Dawson comes up with the key hit. It just seemed like everybody was contributing today.
Yeah, there really wasn't a guy on the team that wasn't hitting the ball. Coach came up to me before, and all season I've been taking a strike, and he said, if you like it, hit it. So he threw me a fastball about high, and I roped it. Caleb, hit by pitch, and then Logan's just been big all game. He comes up and gets a huge knock.
So you did like that first pitch because you came out and you swatted it to left field.
Yes, sir.
Then you got the 2 runs in the 4th inning, and this game was still close. It was 4-0.
Yeah.
But your pitcher was in command, so the 4-0 lead looked good. And then you guys put all together 9 hits, 8 runs in the 5th inning. It was just a crescendo of offense today for you guys.
Yeah, we really couldn't miss. 4-run lead. We still didn't think the game was over, but the way Pat was throwing the ball, they weren't touching him, and we couldn't get hit. We couldn't not get hits with 2 outs. I think in the 5th inning we scored 4 runs, I believe, with 2 outs.
Yeah, and 2-strike hitting too.
Yeah,
your 2-strike hitting was excellent today.
Yes, sir. I've been keen on not striking out this year, so 2 strikes. I kind of just slapped the ball at the bat, and that's really it.
And I love the base running. You guys were not afraid to take extra bases. That bunt play where it wound up, I called it an infield double in a sense, but it was the bunt that was perfectly placed. Runner went from first to third. That was Haldeman, and it was Malillo who put the bunt down. Both players got 2 bases on that play.
Yeah, the third baseman crashed, and when Spencer was rounding second, third base was wide open, so he took it, and they tried to beat him to the bag, and Vinny takes second there. And I believe that's when, who came up? Was that me?
Yeah, you had to sacrifice fly after that.
Yeah. So, we were scoring runs the whole time, and, that's what happens. We were aggressive. We've been aggressive all year on the base pads. Coach always says, I'm not going to be mad at you if you're aggressive. So that's what we do.
Okay, we're going to bring in Logan Dawson next, one of our stars of the game, Billy Bentliff.
Thank you.
Great job today.
Thank
Listen, you guys deserved, every one of them could be on the star of the game show today. We're going to take a quick break and be back with our second star of the game. His name is Logan Dawson, played a pretty good third base as well, so stay with us.
At Mintz Insurance, we're proud to have been serving our customers for nearly 80 years, offering 30 different insurance products for your auto, home, and business. And to help ensure that you're getting the best rates possible, we give you up to 3 quotes for every policy, so you can choose what's right for you. At Mintz, we're part of the community, local representatives, supporting events, and proud of it. It's part of who we are. Mintz Insurance. Call today and find out how we can help you save on insurance, or visit us at mintzinsurance.com.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Back here at Mike Trout Field, the site of a pretty emphatic 12-0 victory here for Eastern. We're here with our second star of the game, Logan Dawson. And you think Billy Bentliff did a lot today. Dawson up here, 3 for 4 RBIs. And you were telling us on the way up, should have had another RBI there. So that kind of tell you how you go out there where, 3 for 4 is not enough. You want to go 4 for 4.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. My fault.
And we'll get into your offense a little bit, but you played a pretty good third base over there as well, and all of you guys were pretty good in the field out there. But how important is it for you guys to have just the fielding as well as kind of the offense? Because you had a couple really nice plays over there.
Yeah, I think definitely getting their sticks not rolling and keeping their bats off the bases and really gets it going for our bats and helps us get the runs up and really gets all the momentum when we don't let them score at all. And I think it definitely helped when we swung it first and got it rolling first.
Yeah, and you talk about you guys able to go up 2-0 there. Talked about Bentliff going 3 for 3 RBIs, led things off for you. A couple hit batters in that first inning, and you guys turn around and get that 2-0 lead. Turns out that's all you guys would have needed in this one, but how important was it to not sit back and kind of keep tagging along? You guys had a couple innings there. Obviously, they shut you down, but that 5th inning where you guys put up 8 runs, it pretty much put this one away. How important was it to keep that foot on the gas?
It was everything. We let them come in at all. They might come back and get us in that game, but I think how we kept it rolling, it really put them away.
And we talk about the effort that we'll talk to him in a little bit. Pat Carback seems pretty clear that he's the star pitcher on this team. I mean, we looked at him coming in at 35 strikeouts. I think he added 7 or 8 more in this one for you guys. How important was he to this kind of success? Because it seemed like, again, as you mentioned, all he needed those first couple runs, and he shut everything down. But how big was he for this team?
I mean, everyone on the field feels more confident when he's out there, and anybody on our pitching staff. We have a good defense, and just throw strikes out there, and we'll get it done.
And taking a look pretty much through this entire lineup, I think everybody played a part in this one, especially the bottom of the lineup as well. You know, you had Cataldo go 2 for 4, Haldeman 1 for 3, had a couple runs, Malillo 2 for 3 with some runs there. How important was it as well to get the bottom of the lineup involved as well, just get everybody hitting for you guys?
Yeah, I think our lineup's well-rounded, so we have a couple stars at the bottom, a couple stars at the top, and that helps us get it going through every inning. We don't ever have an inning where we start off and we don't have people that we think can hit there. So that's the one good thing about our team.
And we kind of talked about it earlier on the broadcast. You guys come in as the 11th seed, Millville with the 6th, but kind of after the regular season, the tournament's pretty much anyone can kind of do anything.
Yeah.
You guys take a look at things like that, like seeding or anything, or you kind of just put that out of your minds because, as we mentioned, anything can happen once the tournament comes around.
Yeah, we didn't really think about it. We knew we haven't played that well in the regular season this year. We haven't played to our capabilities, but we put it in the back door, and we were ready to play today.
And ready to play. I mean, you guys put 12 runs up on the board, so I say you guys came in ready to go. That's Logan Dawson, our second star of the game. Break up his stats for you one more time. 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs, and he wanted another one on the board there as we kind of talked to him coming on the way up. But we got one more interview, and sorry to these guys. We're going to save the best for last. And we'll bring up Pat Carback in just a minute to talk about his pitching performance. So stay with us here on Quit Broadcasting. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
More than a century ago, General Tire was born, right here in America. Since then, we've made a name for ourselves by making tires you can depend on. Tires built to handle any road this country can throw at them, and relied on by every kind of driver. So you know that no matter where life takes you, with General Tire, anywhere is possible.
Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is your hometown team for banking. We offer banking which is small town focused and customer based. We know you and we are for you. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union is a non-profit and federally insured. Solid as the Thunderbolt airplane, we are your team. Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union, 1601 Cedar Street.
Hi, I'm Bob Millard, President of Thunderbolt Area Federal Credit Union. Come see us and experience banking as it used to be.
High school baseball.
It's live on Twin Broadcasting.
Back here at Mike Trout Field in Millville, New Jersey, a 12-0 first-round victory in the South Jersey Group 4 playoffs here. Our third star of the game, and really I equate starting pitching in baseball with goaltending in the NHL playoffs.
Yeah.
You get a good goaltender, he can lead you a good way. A great starting performance on the mound as well can get the team going very well. Talk to me about your pitching stuff, because you mixed your pitches up very well. And how in the world do you get the ball to move the way that it moves?
Yeah, honestly, coming in the game, I was really confident in my stuff, and I was warming up out in the bullpen. I felt really good with my curveball. And honestly, my fastball's always had life to it. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just lefty tail. But, I mean, the first couple pitches I had, honestly, like, I spiked, I think, 3 of them. I was like, this might not be good. But I know. I settled in a little bit, and I got comfortable with all my stuff. So, yeah.
Now, this is Pat Carback, our winning pitcher today. 11 no decisions. I find that kind of hard to believe. You're only 2-1 this year.
Yeah.
But what we saw today, is that the way your season has gone on the mound, pretty much?
Yeah, at first I started in relief.
Okay.
in my second game, I think I threw four innings in relief and got my first win. So that was always good. And I played center field. I came in from center field a couple times to close the games. But recently we got a couple injuries, so I came in to start. And I just, I've been successful in starting, so I think he just kept rolling with me, yeah.
Now, the fact that you guys scored the 2 runs in the first inning, that's got to be a big boost to you before you even take the mound.
Yes, it's a huge way to go. When I'm up at the mound, and especially like in a lot of games I pitched, it's close games, it's 1-0 or 2-0, and to start off 2-0 just in the first inning, it's awesome. We've actually, I thought we've been struggling, like we've been really hitting the ball well. In the beginning of the season, we were struggling a little bit, so I think that we got everybody going in the right direction. So, yeah, it helps.
You only allowed 3 base runners, 2 base hits, the one that deflected off of you off the mound. A tough play. Everybody wants to make the play, so I don't blame anybody for trying to get the glove on the ball. But other than that, the hit by pitch and 8 strikeouts, no walks. Is this among your best performances?
I think it's one of them. I've thrown more innings than in the past, but I feel like this 5-inning stretch was one of my best, I think. But I just think as a team, we played really well. I mean, you can talk about like 8 strikeouts all you want, but I think that my team put up 12 runs on the board, so it's really easy to pitch when you're up 12 runs. So.
You helped yourself with a couple of hits and an RBI, run scored. But talk about the defense behind you. It seems like they very heady on where to go to the ball and make plays. Logan Dawson knocked down a ball, took his time, threw out the runner at first base. Fundamentally, defensively, you guys look pretty good, too.
Yeah, honestly, all year, I think our left side of the infield especially has been really solid. We've had a couple mishaps here and there, but I think when we put it all together, we're a really good team defensively. I think Logan showed that. He started at shortstop for the first half of the season, moved to third, and has done an amazing job there. So I think props to him for sure.
Now you're going to face the winner of Egg Harbor Township, Toms River North. Do you know much about either squad, or we're just going to look at some things later this week?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to take every team the same way, I think, but you can't just look at one team and go, oh, we're going to lose that, or we're going to win that. But I think that it's a big thing. I know a couple of kids from Egg Harbor Township. I don't know much about Toms River North, but I think either way, it's going to be a good test. So.
I'm getting an indication that Egg Harbor won today, so Egg Harbor will be your opponents in the second round. So if you guys play like that, I don't see how you can possibly lose.
Yeah, we're rolling right now. I think all of our pieces are together right now. I think everybody's playing well. Everybody has a lot of confidence in one another. So I think we got a good chance of winning.
Great pitching performance by our winning pitcher, Pat Carback. We'll be back at the wrap-up of this entire game in just a moment, so stay with us. Congratulations, Pat.
Thank you.
Good luck in the next round, too.
Thank you.
I just need a break. Will I have it tomorrow?
We are here to help.
Imagine living without pain. For over 35 years, Doctors Beebe and Doyle have helped thousands of people find relief from all types of pain. Millville Chiropractic Center has 4 doctors on staff specializing in hands-on or light-touch, drug-free pain relief methods. The examination, x-rays, therapies, and adjustments are all performed at one location. Schedule a consultation today. Enjoy life without pain and discomfort. Millville Chiropractic Center, the area's #1 pain relief center.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QBC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area's sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QBC for today's exciting event.
Well, it was not a great day for the home team as Eastern came in, and again, I have to use the word clinic. They put on a baseball clinic in hitting, pitching, defense, base running. They just did everything right today, and that's the result, the 12-0 victory, mercy rule in 5 innings. And I don't know that they did much wrong in this game at all.
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything we can pick out that they did wrong. I mean, if you want to nitpick the little things, we can talk about the play that ended that 8-run inning where he kind of took the extra base and didn't end up working out. But I don't even know if you can nitpick that because of how aggressive that the Vikings were on the base path. Worked to their favor pretty well, almost this entire game. So I don't even know that you can nitpick that for them.
Yeah, the entire lineup got involved with this one, whether they hit the ball, ran the bases, played some defense. And again, one of our stars of the game, Pat Carback, with a great pitching performance. They put it all together, and they win this one by the count of 12-0. The Vikings will be playing the Eagles of Egg Harbor Township in the second round of the South Jersey Group 4 playoffs. And, we wish them all the best, as we do every team that's still alive in the playoffs. Vineland, the last check, they were winning 4-2. So perhaps they are going to move on to the second round. We talked about them already winning the Cape Atlantic League title on Saturday against Buena. So it's been a great run for baseball here on Quinn Broadcasting. We want to thank everyone that enjoyed the games with us. And again, whether it was a positive comment, a comment of a negative reaction, that's okay. We welcome all input. And again, we learn from our mistakes. I know that I make too many of them to count. So that's fine with me. But the announcing of the games is really what it's about. The viewership, very special to us. We thank you for watching, whether it's baseball, football, basketball, and I know we've done soccer games as well. We did Cumberland Cobras as well. I hope you enjoyed the Cumberland Cobras. I understand they suffered their first loss of the season yesterday, but they do have some playoffs coming up, so we'll see how they fare in their inaugural season. It's been a pleasure to cover all these sports, and we want to thank our great crew. As always, let me get all of them mentioned here. Of course, our dynamic director, Mr. Ryan Narowski, now Mr. Narowski, and our co-director, Becca Panchasine, also helping us out. Our camera folks, Steve Myers, Dahlia Soriano, Brendan Pierce. The scoreboard handled by Theo Lambert. Starting lineups and field graphics, the defensive graphics, George Kachia. Thank you for your fine work on that. And the introductions, the videos, the images, and the animations, Pastor Richard F. Myers. We thank you for all that. We have a great crew here, and there's no doubt that all of us team up to make it the best possible broadcast we can. We're glad that you watch. We're glad to be here, and we'll be in the future. Of course, baseball for us, I guess, is over, broadcast-wise, but still plenty of things coming up in the future. Thank you again for watching here on Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and on Channel 22. And those of you who would like to, please follow us on Facebook, Quinn Broadcasting, and you can subscribe to Quinn Broadcasting on YouTube as well so that you don't miss any of the action. For everybody here at Quinn Broadcasting, Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez, congratulating the Eastern Vikings for a solid victory today, 12-0. We'll be back in the near future, and hugs and kisses to all of you. We'll see you next time.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.